Papi, I don't
Yeah,
think motivation lasts.
that's because it doesn't.
So what actually keeps you going?
You know what? That's actually what we're gonna talk about. You ever have days where you just don't feel like training?
All the time.
What makes you what makes you still go?
um, depends. Like if I'm training, like working out, like I just want better for my health, my body.
Cool, cool.
If it's sports, I want to get better at the sports. I want to evolve, put it that way. And and also, um, like you hear those stories like people getting sick.
Yeah,
I just want to put my body at the best way to prevent that because we could all get sick right now,
I
but
like that.
I just want to like prevent it. You know?
Well, you got to do the best you can to put your body in a good position. All right, I
Yeah.
like that. Anything else motivate you?
I mean, like people motivate
All
me,
right, all
including
right.
you.
How do I motivate you?
You stand by my side. You always push me, so I'm better than today than tomorrow.
You heard that. I'm a cool dad. Any examples?
Remember the fit game, the fit day
Big
game?
games, yeah.
Yeah, fit game.
My
Um,
favorite. Can't wait to the next one.
so you're training,
Badass Academy. Let's get it.
you're training for the wall balls because you hated them for the day for that
Yeah.
day, and you said, "I'll never do wall balls again." And the next day, what were you doing?
I was practicing wall balls.
You see,
Yeah, I did say that. And what happened when you asked me why I was practicing wall balls?
you said, "Wait, yeah," you said, "I'm not gonna let this workout kill me,
I'm not gonna let it define me. It's
define
not
me."
gonna kill me. I mean, it could have that day, but yeah, and I think that's the important part, right? I mean, there's a challenge. We can choose to avoid it. We can choose to let it beat us, or we could choose to overcome it. And I think that's the difference. Um, and everyone feels unmotivated, but not everyone keeps going, right? We've seen it. You've seen it, right? You've seen it when you play basketball, football, baseball, in the gym, playing with your cousins, right? With your friends. I'm sure you've seen moments where people just, I can't. Um, and I think that's the important part. So I like that. And anything else that keeps you, you know what? No, I think this is the perfect topic. What do you think? Today, we're going to be talking about what motivates us. Go for it.
Welcome to the Blake and Papi Generations Talk, ep- episode 5.
Today, what motivates us? Uh, yeah, you heard about Blake and why you keep training even when you don't want to. So I guess we could just jump right in. I want to ask you. See, I'm gonna give you some good stuff. What motivates you right now?
What motivates me right now?
Hmm.
Just like I said last time, you motivate me.
All right, but I mean, like right now, think of it like your baseball season starting, football season's coming up, basketball just ended, but you're training for next season. So like, what is something that motivates you right now?
Oh, like
Right, when you get up and you're like, I need to do this.
it's me telling my body I want to be the best at this sport, even when it's killing me. My calves are killing me.
I remember. I like that. How about hmm, how about winning? Is it winning? Is it getting better? Do you care about being recognized, or is it
um,
more about you and your
I feel like currently it's more about growing, like getting
you
better
are
in the
short.
sport. It's like getting better in the sport
I'm
for.
short too. In case you guys don't know, I'm pretty short.
um. So it's getting better at the sport. So I could be the best that I could
I like that. How important is it more important to win or is it more important to develop?
develop.
Like, man, it's like, do we have a script right now? Because that's the answer I wanted. Uh, how about, oh man, I gotta ask you some of this stuff. You mentioned this a little bit, but what makes you want to train? Like when you walk into the gym and you see um, your bro Ant training with his teammates, what makes you want to ditch me and go train with him? Because you do ditch me. He ditches me. What is it?
Like because they, I mean, it's also like cool working out with kids that's close to your age.
All right,
I
all
feel
right.
like that's pretty cool. And no, not trying to diss your workout, but like their workouts are a little
More fun. Yeah, I'm not here for fun.
not fun, but
All right, look, choose your words wisely. You get to work out with me a lot more than you work out with him. When you're like, oh, my calves hurt, I can't jump, my legs hurt. You're gonna get a lot of that now. I got it, I got it. This is the big one. What makes you work hard when nobody's watching? Because it's all cool when the cameras are there and people in the gym, but how about when you're alone?
integrity. It's about having low or high. I feel like
Nobody's watching. You could choose not to, but you choose to.
yes,
Okay.
that's
You don't want to cheat yourself.
that. No, that's what makes you the best, right there.
Right? It's not for the cameras. It's for you.
Yes.
Like that. That was a good one. Man, it took me by surprise. Well, there you have it. There you have some of what motivates Blake. How about you? You got something for me?
What motivates you?
Oh, I'm gonna answer the same questions. Let's see if I even remember them. But what motivates me? What motivates me right now? I'll be honest. You, right? That's one. Um, yeah, because I need to get stronger so that I can protect you because you're a wuss. I'm
Me
joking.
a
I'm
wuss.
joking. I'm joking. What motivates me? I would say you. It's that we talked about being healthy, and I said about living forever. I want to live as long as I can. I want to be healthy for as long as I can. I'm a father now. Who knows? Maybe one day I'm a grandfather. So I want to be. I want to put myself in the best position for that. And I feel like training hard, eating healthy, is important. I also train. What motivates me is knowing I can be better. Right? I have goals. I have training, fitness goals that I haven't accomplished. I've had goals for like I don't know since I was younger, and I never realized them. And for me to tell you, you need to achieve your goals, and for me to just say, hey, I had goals when I was 20 and I just said, forget about it, that's unacceptable. So, and if you're listening, remember 18% going to happen. And I think what's important is that growth mindset. It's not just about training, right? Or working out or stuff like that. It's being in a growth mindset every day. I'm a big believer. You you're in competition with yourself. I don't care what that person is lifting. I don't care how fast this person runs. You shouldn't care how many points, how many touchdowns, how many home runs someone can hit. I mean, I would like you to hit one, but
I had triple last
uh,
year.
anyway. So yeah, like I think it's always being in that mindset that I want to grow, right? And that means a lot of things. It's not just about the training, it's the training behind the training. What I mean by that is, training your mind, right? That can look like reading, right? Listening, seeing, right? Whether it's an audio, video, something you're reading. How do I get better, right? Personally, internally, and then externally, you're going to work out and do those things. And that's why I tell you it's important to, it's not just about training for your physical well being, but when you want to get better at something, you need to study too. And I think that's the things that drive me. Also, being an example, like I said. And yeah, the key to me I'm gonna say this is gold. Everyone watching, write this down. It's discipline over motivation, right? Not you're not always gonna feel like the motivation to do something, but you need to find that discipline to do it. And I try to teach you that all the time. So, motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Okay, and that's the important thing.
Which one's like which one matters more?
Between what?
Motivation or discipline? I think motivation.
Why?
Motivation is energy and it pumps you up.
Like excitement.
Yeah.
To me, discipline is consistency. Uh, but which one matters more?
Without,
I say discipline.
I mean, without motivation, you are not gonna be like pushed to do something.
But without discipline, you won't have the consistency to do it, even on the days you don't want to.
Okay, okay.
So you know what? I don't think we. I think I don't know. Maybe there is no right or wrong answer. So we're gonna let. This is what we're gonna let the viewers decide. Man, we're not seeing the comments. We're not seeing the back and forth that we're expecting from our viewers, right, and our fans. So this one's it. Motivation versus discipline. Which one matters more? To Blake, motivation is energy and excitement. To me, discipline is consistency. Got to be consistent. You got to be accountable. You just got to do it. So let's see. I want to hear your feedback, right? Uh, to all our friends, family, colleagues, strangers, let's have it.
Motivation isn't the problem. Everyone feels motivated sometimes. The real question is, what do you do when you don't feel like it? That's what separates people.
All right, and we're back. Episode 5, Blake and Papi. Um, how about when we don't feel like it?
Oh, like the lazy days.
Yeah, like a lazy days. What's that? When we just don't feel like feeling like anything. Or bad mood. Something happens, or maybe your girlfriend breaks up with you. You're in a bad mood. Um,
What?
oh, um, or you just you had a bad, you stubbed your toe when you got out of bed. That's those things happen. Get out of bed, your back goes, your hip. My day is
I
shot.
think that's only for you, but the back, not doesn't like it doesn't happen to me. So
What are you trying to imply, bro?
should I imply maybe it's only for you, like your back.
Why?
Like I said in one of these videos, you ain't getting younger.
Well, that's why I'm training, so I can become Benjamin Button and reverse the age process. How about also lacking motivation, right? Can't believe you call me old, but all right. So what do you do when you don't feel like training?
That's one of the hardest days because there's two things that happen. I mean, three things. Don't work out, or you don't put your best effort. Like you,
So don't work out, but crappy workout. Don't
yeah,
put okay.
or you find something like like something that like you think, how does this help me? And I mean, it works for me for lazy days. Um, how does this help me? I think about it in my brain. Makes me
You talk to yourself. Nah, and I like it. Sorry.
it makes me um
You okay?
makes me like
You need
put
help?
it makes me be the best I could for those days.
I like that. So wait a minute. I mean, that's a grown up answer. So three options: don't don't train, don't work out, don't do whatever you're supposed to, or don't show up to a game. Show up,
And
but
you do crappy.
and do nothing, or show up and put out, like, get and show out, right? Like
Yeah.
you dominate. and then what you're saying is you find something, like you find it within yourself, in your brain, your heart, like you just, this is what I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what else to say here. Uh, that was awesome. There you have it. When you don't feel like it, just feel like it, right? Oh, there's no such thing. You don't feel like it, find it, right? You find it, and hopefully, what you find is within you, not for anyone else. So always remember that too. I tell you that. Don't ever be like, I want to make someone else proud. It's okay to want other people to be proud, but I got to make the man or woman in the mirror proud, right? That's the most important. So when you look in the mirror, man, what am I gonna do today? Don't beat yourself up when you look in the mirror, right? But beat yourself up in here saying, why not? Um, man, I like it. I think some of the words that I be saying, and in the gym, other grown ups, it's finally sticking, right? So there you have it. When you don't feel like going, you gotta find it, right? Um, and then yeah, we'll be right back.
I don't always feel like training, but when I see my dad still going, it makes me feel like I can't quit either. That's what motivates me. And we're back. Yeah.
We're back to what?
Oh, it's the Blake Papi Generation Stock episode 5.
You heard it. Maybe there was mumbles there, but we're back. Episode 5, Blake and Poppy Generations Talk. We've been talking about motivation, what motivates us, how we overcome lack of motivation. Uh, let's talk about like external
Versus
versus.
internal.
All right. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, I guess you guessed that. If I said external, you got to say internal. That's pretty easy. I thought you were reading my mind, but uh, some external things. Winning, right? I think winning is external. Uh,
I think it is, yeah.
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 Recognition, that you being praised. Good job. Oh, oh, yeah. Social media, I think it's an external force, right? You can be put maybe a highlight reel, maybe you get
So, like, one-handed
recognition.
catch.
Yeah, I'll never see that.
Oh, wow.
And then internal. Uh,
Personal respect
ooh, okay, so your personal goals, your self respect. I like that. Like how you see
and
yourself.
growth.
Growth, of course. I like that. All right. So what matters more?
Internal.
Why?
That helps you in like being turning. No, like I don't know. I know how to say it. Like in the long term.
Okay.
In long term, that helps you. Helps you that knowing that you could do it in the brain, and also
The brain. Is that the only thing that works in there? Your heart don't work, bro.
and,
My body.
and the heart
You
and the
talk to
heart.
your brain a lot, bro. Everything. Sounds talking to my brain.
And it also helps you with the skill of that sport. Be baseball, basketball, multi sports.
Okay. I think that's another one for the viewers, right? Your comments. What's more important, external, internal? For me, long term. I mean, for someone in my, I'll be 45 this year.
Damn you,
I know I look like I'm 25. Uh,
65.
so I think it's important. As someone who's lived, almost half a century. Um, maybe when I was younger, you lose sight of that. When I was younger, I thought maybe the external, right? Like you want to hit a game winning shot, you want to score. I think the generation now, a lot of that, right? You see it. I mean, as a coach, that's what I see. I blame, in some cases, I blame coaches too, right? But like, for example, you know how I felt coaching basketball. People, shoot a three, their celebrations, gang signs for threes, ice, and I don't know what the heck. But me, like that's just dumb to me, right? I mean, the team is down 20 points, you hit a three, and they're like, that's craziness, right? I think none of that matters, right?
I do that with
Uh,
2 pointers.
Well, you can do that. Being recognized for an outstanding personal performance is cool, but it's not. Again, that's what's next. How are you growing? How are you developing? What do you do to contribute to your team's success, but also your success internally? So to me, it's more about internal things, right? Your self growth, right, and how you see yourself. So I think that's very important. And you said it before, that development, right? So I think internal versus external motivation. I'm gonna go with internal. We're curious to hear your thoughts. Throw it on the comments. Remember, once we get to 100, 100 YouTube subscribers and 50 Spotify, man, we're small. Um,
50 Spotify.
we're
Why
gonna
not 100 Spotify?
because
100
it's been a
YouTube.
little harder. 100 YouTube, 50 Spotify. We're gonna do some, giveaways. We're a startup, so it's not gonna be nothing expensive, but we'll do something fun. Uh, but yeah, we'll be right back. Yo, welcome back to Blake and Papi, all about what motivates us.
Addicted, man.
It's my first cup of the day.
First,
This is my first today.
what time is it?
Game time.
No,
You don't even want this right now. We talked about internal, external motivation. I'm always ready.
Repeat that.
Game time.
No, no. I didn't hear
Yo,
you.
this is not a coffee episode. Maybe we should do that.
No.
I'll bring in some coffee experts, and we just drink. I'll just drink coffee the whole episode. Dreams. Let's talk about. You know what? Let's just talk about. We talked a lot about what drives us and everything. All right, let's see. We're gonna each. You know what? I'm gonna ask you one thing that helps you stay motivated, and I'll give you my answer after you.
One thing that keeps me motivated.
One thing that helps you stay motivated. Not about I'm not motivated. It's to stay at that motivation.
Knowing that one day, if I keep on doing this, I could possibly be defined like muscle marks.
Oh, like for
Have
training? I'm
this.
not just saying training, like
Oh,
everything.
oh,
So it's not
everything.
just body, but that's cool. Like one day
Six
you'll get that.
pack.
You're gonna get a 6 pack.
Yeah, for you, a 6 pack of coffee.
I'm gonna get there too. I'm gonna get there before you. I'm back. All right, but like, what helps you stay motivated? Like, so the end goal. That's what it is. Like one day I can reach X, Y,
Yes.
Z. All right. So you said for gym is your body, like being in the best possible fit condition. Um, all right. I think for me, one thing that helps me stay motivated is the people around me. Um, man, Ant, I talk about you a lot. Badass Academy for life, but there's been days when I don't want to get up, I don't want to do something, I don't want to train, and it's like bro. And I'll get a text or a call, or I see a message on social, and I'm like, there's no excuse, right? There's no excuse. You don't want to go to the gym too bad. You don't want to read a book too bad. So one thing that helps you stay motivated is, to me, is the fact that we can always be better, and that's why we always say 1% better every day. I know it's cliche, but it's true. And let me see. I got one more for you. How about one habit? One habit that helps you stay motivated.
At least like once a day. If I don't do it like once a day, like once every 2 days, listening to motivation.
You like that? All right. I like that. So, to me, we won't, won't, I won't get too much in it because I know everyone's different. But one thing for me that's helped me, kind of, I don't want to say super recently, but that I recently been more committed to, uh, is more about prayer, right? And I think it helps me stay disciplined, right? So I think the man upstairs, uh, you know, choosing to have that relationship and conversate, whether it's a conversation or learning, It helps me stay disciplined and, more importantly, committed to being consistent. So, you know, discipline or commitment to be consistent. And I think that's been a game changer for me. And I try to make sure that I bring you along that journey too, right? So I think that's super important. So there you have it. You know, think I want you guys to think. You don't have to share it if you don't want to, but my takeaway is, what drives you, right? Like, what helps you stay motivated? What helps you stay? What's a habit that helps you stay disciplined? Why are you doing this? What do you want to accomplish? Um, and most importantly, I'll leave you with this: my ultimate motivation, my ultimate reason for consistency and discipline is that I want to be the best dad to that kid right here. And that's why it's Blake and Papi. That's why I let him be first. Um,
Not this again.
yeah, I'm gonna let him be first for the name because I appreciate him, and I love the growth that you're doing. Um, so yeah, so you know when I think about what really motivates me, it's not just the goals, it's not just success, it's you. Watching you grow, watching you push yourself, seeing the young man that you're becoming, that changes you as a father. It makes you want to be better, more disciplined, more present, more intentional, because now it's not just about what I say, it's more about what I show you. And this is the journey we're on together. Um, that's what motivates me every day.
For me, motivation is different. I want to win. I want to get better. But a lot of this comes from watching my dad. And he doesn't like doing things either. But he still got to do them. Waking up early, working hard. Still doesn't make an excuse. So it makes me feel like I can't either. I want to get better. I want to make him proud. But I also want to be the best version of myself. That's what keeps me going. So motivation comes and goes.
But discipline stays,
Different ages.
same grind,
One
one conversation.
conversation.
Blake and Poppy, Generations Talk. We hope you enjoyed this episode. It meant the world to us. And subscribe,
Have a nice day, guys.
like, follow. Have a nice day. Keep grinding. We love you.